Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 4 of our Maya Let's Play. I was just taking the time to glance at our beautiful observatory here, which should be a +6 thanks to our amazing natural philosophy policy card, which we got in the classical era, and it has been helping out a ton because it doubles our science and campus adjacency bonuses. So you can see already it's +14, and you can just tell from that we're getting a ton of science already just from our observatories alone, and our libraries are certainly helping. We also have a few holy sites up and coming with the Serapeum, which is some kind of fire temple knockoff. I'm pretty sure it's not Zoroastrian because it's not getting that faith bonus for being built for so long, but it is providing some kind of production, which is going to be very, very nice, along with our appeal and I think adjacency bonus. So just loving the design of the observatories, and let's just continue to max out our yields. And I think we were going on and improving Tikal with some farms while we could, just because of the Maya's farm bonuses. I kind of hammered that home that farms are super important for the Maya, but we'll have to see just how well they go with a few more builders and some farms. Speaking of farms, I think we have a cattle plantation coming up too. But let me go ahead and buy this out, and then we can use our last builder charge and get another farm up for some extra production and gold. And then let's improve this dairy, though farms don't really provide production, at least not as the Maya, but you know what I mean with that extra housing capacity. Anyhow, I think we wanted to use you to... We don't really need to evangelize our belief, though spreading the faith would be pretty useful and convenient, so just go ahead and spread that to Uxmal, which we won't convert, unfortunately, this turn, but we should get it next turn, and then, of course, finish off that charge, and that extra food should help with our growing population. And we are also working that nice forest tile there for some extra 3 production there. But I think we don't have any good preserve spots over here, though I wanted to get another holy site because I want to use a Maui. And let me get a holy site here. That's a great spot. That'll be done in 13 turns. Not the most productive city, though we are getting there. And yeah, our observatory is amazing just to get them down so early. So it's going to be interesting to see if China can catch up to us. Looks like Portugal and France are neck and neck, and then Ethiopia should still be able to get a boost. So let me just convert here. Okay, it's going to be one more charge. Wow. This is a big city, though. 9 pops is pretty significant, so we might want to hold back, though, and see whether or not we can continue spreading our religion. Looks like they're trying to make an effort to spread the religion to that city-state, though. And let's just get a mine there. And we might even get this farm out here, so I think we can buy this out with the corn. And we're also going to get +1 food. I wonder where that is coming from since we bought that out. It's not coming from our ability, so that is interesting. I don't know if that's a glitch or something, but we did get +1 food there. And I was talking about preserve earlier. I think I want to chop this forest here. I know it has increased yields, and that's going to be unfortunate. But if we get a preserve here, we won't be able to work this plantation, but I think we'll be able to work the wonder and some of the adjacent yields here. Unfortunately, I won't be able to improve the amber, but these yields should more than make up for it. Let me just see the appeal here. Yeah, that may be taking away from some of the appeal, but I think the wonder boost will still be worth it. And I'll just have to see. Yeah, maybe we can even get something over here too. See how well we can do. And then hopefully I can get something down here for Maui and see how well we do there. But I wanted to use Anansi actually, so I'll wake him up. I almost forgot about last episode. I'll wake you up, chop this, get that extra science, and then I'll also chop this. And I wonder if I don't think this reduces appeal, does it? It does. Though I think all floodplains reduce appeal, so yeah, not like removing the marsh will actually help us there. Okay, we might want to get an aqueduct as the Maya, and then get what was I thinking? Okay, I can't build on that. But once we remove the marsh, I think we want to get a industrial zone adjacent to the aqueduct. So that is going to help with our housing. We are capped right now. I think we'll get a few farms down. So let's get a builder. That's kind of my reasoning there. And I also want to get another settler out. Though it looks like China has founded Handan. So they are trying to attack me with a pikeman. That's not going to work though, buddy. And Portugal's aid request is also going along here too. So let me just grab some more science. Great, and culture along with that. Then I'm going to build, I think, not a farm over here, but one over here. And then possibly one over here. That's going to be like +2 housing, right, for us. That's going to actually go over to this city maybe. Okay, you guys are a bit more okay on your housing situation, a bit more stable there. Let me actually go and improve this corn. I said I'd do that. And then I'm trying to think. I think I wanted to get some kind of Maui, plop some kind of Maui ability down here, and then maybe get something down here with another city. So I might want to stave off on that and then just get a city over here on the hills for the extra production. And that way I could also get the horses here and then some of this peat, which is added by the wetlands mod. I kind of explained that in the last episode. But for those of you tuning in for the first time, we are using the wetlands mod. That's the only major significant expansion. And even then, it doesn't add too much. So who added that? Looks like I saw Aksum, and that is Ethiopian. I think it used to be their ancient capital, too. Though I'm not too sure on the details. Okay, these farms aren't being worked, unfortunately, but they will be soon. And I think the aqueduct over here will help. We also have 4 more charges with Anansi, so we can remove any pesky tile blockers. Though, I think I wanted to chop over here. Did I get your use out? Yes, I did. I used his improvement, I think, to kind of remove this forest here. So what else do I want to remove? I could kind of troll this guy over here if I can get into his territories. Okay, I can't with Anansi. Okay, I could get into your territory here, though you don't own any useful luxuries. I don't want to remove that plantation since I do plan on taking them over. So you know what? I don't think I'll get the silver, so why don't we just go ahead and remove that? We could also remove the iron, which would be really, really helpful and stop people from getting a monopoly on that. I mean, not a monopoly, but at least making use out of it and kind of upgrading to fend us off, and kind of build up a defense. So let's get, I don't know, let's go ahead and get another settler maybe. Though a holy site would be really good. Let me just grab a builder here then. And I did have production slotted for it. I'll improve this amber. I'll improve the stone here, and I'll also chop this forest. And I think that should help me out. I was going to say I'd build an iron mine, though we already have one. And since we do have one, we are getting +2 per turn, which should be good. I don't really need +4 per turn since iron mines provide +2 of their respective resource. I think that goes for all strategic resources. But anyhow, I might want to also get an aqueduct in Uxmal. It is growing super, super fast. And a holy site, too, to boot. Would not be a bad idea. Okay, I think I'll sacrifice this jungle over here for a holy site. I want to get some faith to use Maui. That's kind of why I'm pushing so hard. And then once I get those plantations down, since you can't plop luxury resources down on plantation tiles, I may need to make sure I get Maui out before then. So, now that I have you, what do I want to do in specific? I think I just said, I think I want to move this forest out. And then let me get education. I think I can also get, an aqueduct here. So there we go. And then I could probably get a dam, though, and then get an industrial zone here. Maybe I should have done that. Though I don't want to sacrifice the tile yields, and these floodplains aren't too significant, so I guess the dam, skipping that is okay for now. And I'm fine with the aqueduct right here. Let me actually reload that. I changed my mind. I'll reload that really quickly, and then I'll be back. That was a noob mistake. Okay, so what we wanted to actually do was use this builder, chop out this forest here, and while we're doing that, we wanted to use that production to slot that towards a dam, and then after we get that dam ready, since aqueducts can't, or since dams can't be built on these forests, they can only be built on flat floodplains. We want to get that down and get it slotted immediately, and then this extra production will really help with us rushing. And then while we're doing that, I also want to get universities with education, and then Anansi can help us rush that since we're already in the Renaissance era, despite being in the medieval era-wise. We're at the Renaissance tech-wise, I mean to say. Okay, that's also going to grant us some more housing. Okay, we have an okay amount of amenities. And looks like he bought that tile out. I'm not too happy about that. Though I think we might punish him and buy that tile out over there. So, okay, that should be okay. And yeah, that is a nice tile. I'm kind of mad he did that. So that guy's going to definitely die to my walls. I'll chop this. Okay, that's going to knock a few turns off. Not as many since we don't have Magnus ready. And I also want to get... Okay, shoot this guy. It hasn't been prompting me to shoot him, unfortunately. Kind of pissing me off. But we can't rebuild our walls just yet since we were recently put under siege. And I think I'll get the watermill to boost these 3 farms I have, since they give extra food to farms. Okay, I also want to chop this forest out here for a preserve, which isn't a bad idea, I don't think, especially with the buffs I'd get to this, since Sahara Albaida by itself isn't too good for growth, and with the preserve it'd kind of help with that. So I'm going to make the plunge here, and I'm going to get some extra housing. That will remove the woods and the yields from that, so it's going to take quite a little bit of time to build, but I think it'll definitely be worth it. Okay, they're happy we're kind of pushed and asserted our cultural dominance here. And we did get a flood over here, which we are planning to settle, so that is really, really looking good for us. Let me also chop out the forest here. And as you can see, this is reverted to its normal state of the grassland hills. We might also keep this marsh. I don't know if we want to remove it. Okay. We need to build wonders, speaking of which. Qin Shi Huang has let us know that he's kind of happy we haven't been building too many wonders and competing with us, which kind of goes with his agenda of, like, I think 10,000 li, where he loves to build tons of wonders, which he is very good at, especially since he gets bonuses towards ancient and classical era wonders. But we are building our own little wonder here. Well, it's not actually a wonder. I think this is going to be the first dam that's actually built, since we are quite far ahead with Butrest. I think Butrest is Renaissance. About the time they were kind of experimenting with those arcs and cantilevers around churches. So let's go ahead and get a holy site. We wanted to chop that out, actually. Did we get our builder? Okay, he's over here, so we're going to wait just a little bit and get a watermill, kind of stall, shoot this guy, let the Holshe know that he needs to piss off. Or let the crossbow know with the Holshe that he needs to piss off. And he's going to keep shooting us, of course. That's not going to do jack shit. Okay, remove this. We got our little watermill, as you can see there. And I think my last action was I'm going to improve this. Though I probably should have removed this forest, though it doesn't really matter. Okay, we're going to get the amber, and yeah, we'll put off the holy site for a bit later. Okay, we probably could get another settler, so let's just go ahead and do that. We have a ton of spare extra units around, and I'll shoot you here. And I just wanted to do a little quick update and see how our demographics doing. This is also a unique mod, but it looks like we're climbing. Starting to sound like the woman soldier in the, what is it, the Monty Python skit there. Anyhow, I think it was The Life of Brian, but we have crop yield. Looks like Zhuao is doing very well, which is kind of funny since he is a naval-based civ. We also have GNP. Looks like we dropped a bit there. We have land. Of course, we haven't settled too much. Zhuao is doing amazing, despite the fact that it looks like he only has 2 cities. So he must be buying tiles out, or he has some kind of unknown city somewhere else. Okay, we can also see Ethiopia down there. Looks like they're building the rock-hewn church signature. And let's invest in Singapore for that extra production. I will defend here. Actually grab a promotion with volley. And we're doing a ton of things at once. Okay. You want me to project my naval dominance despite Ethiopia being a landlocked country? This Let's Play is full of ironies. However, let's steal this. We're going to almost grab education by next turn, thanks to Anansi's insane science grabbing skills. And it's just so fun to troll with him. So fun. But we're going to get this dam, I think, in like one more turn. We're also going to, I think, probably build a farm next to the observatory for the housing, the gold, and the plus 0.5 adjacency bonus. Okay, this is taking quite a while. Let me actually grab this over here then. Swap this, swap this. Okay, that's going to definitely help with our production there. And what else around him do we have to steal? Let's grab this swamp over here. It is just curious for like an explorer and an expansionist such as Zhuao himself. I'd expect him to be exploring just a little bit more, but we're going to explore our own chopping opportunities by getting rid of that jungle. Going to boost our appeal since jungle lures adjacent appeal. We're going to grab a university in Palenque. We're going to shoot this silly little warrior over here and grab some EXP with our Hulche. Okay, I'll skip my next turn. Grab this, and I think that might piss Zhuao off just a little bit, so let's grab our friendship before he changes his mind. Okay, it brings him joy. He's definitely using puns too because he talked about sales, so. Don't blame me. Okay, I'm just being a bit of an opportunist here, guys. Okay, let's remove this. I think this is like, okay, his second to last charge. We're going to grab guilds, and I just love abusing that. We're going to get a shrine, and then our observatory can be developed, I think, next after that. Okay, let me also grab Moksha, because I think I wanted to grab some more great, or not great profit points, some more faith. So you can sit in there for now. We can kind of project our faith. Since we are having trouble there, I'll defend here. I don't need to, I think, upgrade him just yet. I'll also grab the iron mine over here for that production. And the dam was just finished, which is great. So actually, let me build an aqueduct here for the housing. I don't really need it. I think dams also provide housing, though I'm not too sure. And after that, we can get an industrial zone, so we won't have to worry about any of that pesky production time. And then we can probably work on a wonder from there. So Kiwaki Sawani could be pretty good, even though I've reduced the number of city-states in the game. I think a lot of barbarian tribes are rising up, kind of like this one over here. So Carl Barbarian clearly is going for a more sophisticated way of life here. But let me use my pikemen, and I think I wanted to actually settle a city over here. I've been meaning to get to that, but I haven't for a while. So that should be our last like inner ring city. Maybe we'll get one over here. And free trader unit. Okay, I could use a free trader unit, so let me grab that great merchant. Okay, we only have, 3 trade routes, so that is going to be very, very good. What is your name? Okay, Marco Polo. Okay, I'm also saving Marcus Licinius Crassus. I think he's Roman. I'm saving him for later. So I think a university could be good in Wat Cabnal while we're waiting around. And actually, I take that back. I've been taking a lot of things back today, but let's grab this plus the holy site. Too good to let the opportunity pass up. And I want to get Maui down. We need 1,000 faith for him, so I think we can manage to do that. I'm going to double check, actually, so I'm not missing things. I think it's 1,000 faith. Okay, about 850, so we might want to grab him. I'm pretty sure that scales, which would make sense. I also want to upgrade you to a pike. That's not a pikeman. That's a men-at-arms, so we're actually trying out our new unit here. A very interesting design. Kind of funny to think of Mayan knights, since this is well past their apex, but there are a few wonders to grab here. We don't have too many jungles, I don't think. What is this? Woods. Yeah, we don't have too many jungles to exploit with Chichen Itza. I rarely build Chichen Itza, personally. Okay, no one's just grabbed Etemenanki, which makes me think no one else will grab it, so let's get the shrine. We could get Etemenanki. I've been tempted, but we did build that with Portugal, so I think I want to explore some other options. Okay, let's get the holy site here. Extra faith. +3 with the forest, since they provide +0.5 for those of you who didn't know. And Anansi. I think we'll grab these bananas just to be a troll. Okay, more science. Amazing. And let's send you over here for the trade route. And where do we want to send you? Let's send you to the new city. We'll hold you off for now. And then, just send you over here. And let's actually make sure we prevent the barbarian camps from trolling us and spawning another pesky camp there. But as you can see, thankfully, due to us switching these tiles around, and I always recommend people to look at their tile ownership before they go on making a fuss about not being able to rush wonders. Always check your tile ownership. Make sure your cities are prioritizing the most productive tiles, and I think you'll find success there. Personally, I didn't used to do that, but now that I do it, I find this isn't like just to be condescending, but I find that personally it's a lot easier to manage things, at least with wonder production and queuing things up. Looks like we're going to find Bois over here, but in terms of queuing things up, I find it's a lot easier to kind of just look at cities and manage your production that way, and then go on to building wonders and stuff like that. Okay, looks like he's built Guangzhou or founded it. Where is China? Okay, I think they're right over here. I can see the green color scheme. Yes, so they have Yiyang, Xiurong, and my Chinese has always been bad, but looks like Bologna is being taken. That is not too good. Harar is right next to them, and then Ethiopia's color scheme kind of confuses me because it looks a lot like Gilgamesh's. So let's get that university here. Though I also forgot, we do, even though I mentioned it right at the beginning of this episode, we really need to prioritize our holy sites, which is good because we are getting production from them. So, looks like France is conquering, what is it? Can you see the name of the city-state over here? We should be able to, though I can't really participate in it. Okay, so it looks like they might have taken Anshan, or I don't know, they took someone, though. I'm clicking through a ton of these messages. Thankfully, they actually moved these messages a while back for those of the new players. I don't know how many new players are watching the video, but they moved the messages back. It used to be right in front of you, and you had to click through a ton of them, and that was just like borderline insanity. Though, let's found our new city here of Kopan. We're going to fortify our pikemen since we don't really need to move them around. Let's also build a plantation on the chocolate over there. Though an industry wouldn't be a bad idea. Ooh, I think I might go for an industry. That way I can really reap the rewards. I think I'll go for an industry there, build a farm, and then chop that out here, and then we can really use our builder right up there. So you're also yielding the rewards there for being close. So yeah, we have 5 cities within close proximity to the capital. That's usually ideal. Maybe we raise Mitla to the ground since that's not in proximity, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no. So we could probably move this up here. And after that is done, I think we could get like an observatory maybe over here. And then see how that goes. And then that should be good to go. Though we're going to need a really good hero, a really strong one to kind of take them down. So let's get the university here, though an industrial zone would be nice. I got to swap that tile, of course. So hopefully I can swap it. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, thankfully I can swap it, thank God. That would be funny if I just spent all that production only to have it stumped. But actually we're getting +5 production due to the dam and aqueduct adjacency. I thought they both provided +2, but I think the dam might actually provide +3 since it is harder to plan. And that's going to give us a ton of production. So let's prioritize that, make everything else cheaper. And while we're doing that, yeah, I was going to say, I think we have, where's the observatory? Yeah, +4 here, or actually we haven't built a plantation here. But once we get that done, that should be +4 over there. Then we can build the stuff here. I need to unbind you. I don't know why it's bound to the builder. But I get a granary here for the housing. We're already at 50% capacity. Okay, barbarians, thank you for lecturing me. And the preserve should be up very, very soon. So, let me move you back here. Yeah, we don't have any river crossing penalties since we are moving into the capital. Build this industry, getting a ton of food production and gold. And get a temple here. Then we can focus back on our observatories. We've kind of been neglecting them this episode, which is a shame because they are so pretty. Though, we probably sacrificed a few people there, so I don't know. Anyhow. They're definitely going to be voting against great profits. Thankfully, we already founded our religion, so I don't know. We vote for great profit. I know the AI always votes against me, so I don't even bother with the World Congress. I've already harped on it in my previous Let's Play, so I won't kind of go on too much of a tangent here. But at least they voted for scientific city-state, so I guess that's okay. Anyhow, we have been saving our trader for Kopan. I think we also saved this guy for Kopan. We might have already sent him somewhere else. Though, let's move this guy over to here for the farm. Build that. And I think we can also swap. Okay, we already have that tile. So that's giving us, 6 housing. Wow, that's a lot. I think we got some from our industry, though. So probably more like 2 housing. Okay, you want my chocolate. Okay, that's actually an amazing deal. 250 gold and 4 gold per turn is really, really good. I'm also going to chop this out. And you guys are going to die soon, unfortunately, though. You've proved to be very, very useful, so... I think they got us like, I don't know how many units, but they got us a ton of units. So maybe as our last act, we take that archer, and then I'll chop this guy for my last act with the builder. Get the Serapeum, send this to Wakabnal for the Magnus buff. And can we faith buy? I don't think we want to faith buy. We have Maui. So, okay. We need to move our unit out. Move you here, faith by Maui. And it's Maui time. We're getting +2 era score. Great. I think we can also move him immediately, which is good, so I can move the Hulche back. But this is going to allow us to build or plan out our cities a lot better. So, speaking of which, I think I wanted to found my city. I keep recounting, but it was like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm making sure I'm not miscounting that, but build it here. Maybe get, since I want to build my Maui slots in these jungles, it's a lot easier to do that and to prioritize my observatories. Get some plantations here, and then I can farm here, and then get my observatory here. Okay. All my lovers, thank you. Okay, you're giving me some gold. I don't really care. I have tons of excess. I don't need to declare war. But I have tons of excess, what is it? Strategic resources, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'll upgrade you, I guess, for that Eureka. And this should be built fairly soon. I'm also going to culture bomb, though. That desert tile isn't really too significant, so let me move over here. Should be good. And man, Maui is just so good with the Mayans. If you guys haven't tried Maui with the Mayans or civs like the Cree, which really benefit, or even the Gaul, which really benefit from planting down resources, I really recommend them. But let's get the shrine. We can't kill that guy, unfortunately. So let's just defend here, die, remove this. And I think we can get our observatory immediately. We could also just get a +6 campus or a +12 if we got these mountains. But unfortunately, the Maya do not get that ability there. So let's just build the observatory anyway. Stop our complaining, and that'll be at 9 turns. Pretty reasonable since it is half off. Otherwise, it'd be 18 turns. I tend to underestimate the value of half-off districts, but they are really potent. Okay, you're talking about my treasury, and we are earning 50 gold per turn thanks to our lucrative trade deals. Okay, he's mad I settled my city of Copan. Makes sense. Okay, you also want my iron, man. Everyone is wanting my iron. Though I am noticing the trade deals are getting less lucrative over time. So, Epic of the Hero Twins, thank you. And I'll continue. Okay, that's going to give us some, I think, we don't have too big of a tourism game going on right now. But that is going to give us some tourism pressure along with some culture and faith, which does help funnel back into heroes. So a bit of a return there. Let me also invest in Singapore just a little bit, though Venice could be good. Let me get that gold. Give me that gold, baby. All right, let's get the industrial zone. And this preserve should be really good. I think in 2 turns, the production is shifting around a bit, but it should still be a killer preserve, even with the desert involved. So we'll get military engineering. We'll go ahead and get a university, and then after that, I think I'll go for another settler since Maui should be able to do his good work down here by then, and should be able to get to business. Okay, I think I actually changed my observatory plan. Maybe I plant down some plantations down over here, and then since the tiles around here are a bit more flatter, I can fit more farms in. And I should still be in range of the capital with that. Okay, but let's get our university down. We have our industrial zone here, which is granting us +5 production. It could be a potential powerhouse with a +10 production. Though I don't want to waste that on just one industrial zone, so maybe if it was a Hansa, but just a regular old industrial zone, I don't think so. Anyhow, speaking of powerful districts, the preserve initially won't be giving us too much, but I think with the, Grove, we should be getting a little bit better yields here. And I think that applies to Wonders. If it doesn't, we just made a huge blunder. But, okay, that is unfortunate. We did get Amber. Okay, I'm crossing my fingers for another resource. Okay, Kublai, interesting. We've met another warmonger. Though, I think the only warmonger we've met before has been Teddy. So I guess that's okay. Let me move you over here, see if we can get anything here. Okay. Our gambling is not paying off too well. We have 2 more charges. I'm thinking we'll go with the jungle. And can we go over here? Okay, we got 1 plantation. And it's just kind of it's funny to see how insane the spamming can be with Maui and some more reliant civs like the Maya in terms of their yields there. Okay, this should be 3 production, so okay, we need to convert that city. Okay, it looks like Wat Kabnal has also unfortunately been converted to the heretical religion there. So an Inquisitor wouldn't be a bad idea, though I really need France to stop spreading its heresy. Okay, please stop converting my guys there, and I'll promise not to kill you. Okay, let me spread over here. Pray that this is also a plantation. It is not a plantation. Stupid diamonds. Okay. Though Anansi might be able to rectify this. We'll have to see. And I don't know if I want to hold off on another city. I think the yields might be not as good with that factored in. Okay, so potentially we can get, I don't know. 1, 2, so like 3 here, and then the farm, so like I think 6.5 with all that factored in. Though I can build farms on these tiles later, so we'll have to see. But yeah, okay, Epic of Anansi, he unfortunately just died. And I don't know if we can resurrect him immediately. Okay. Yeah, once per era, so we'll have to wait a little bit longer, though I think we might be able to transition to the next era fairly soon. So let's see just how that goes, and let's also spread that down to Wat Cubnal here. Okay, and let me also spread over here. Thank you. Okay, I'll send this to Wat Cubnal. And that should be good. Where's that? Okay, we already have one going to Wat Cubnal, so I'll send this to Palenque. And then once we get our grove built, I think I'll call that an end to the episode. That is going to be 8 turns. I may have to wait a bit. Let me get the shrine then. And, okay, our observatory is done. It's going to be +8, which is amazing. So we're getting, like, what, 130 science per turn, which is pretty good considering these guys are immortal. Though I guess we could max the science even more when we settle a few more of these cities. So we'll just have to see how good they are. And we found some niter, too, which makes this desert a little bit more habitable. But I think that's an end for today's episode, so thank you guys so much for watching the video, and if you like the episode, leave a like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for more updates on Civ Extraordinaire content, and I hope to see you guys later. Alright, love you guys. Peace.